time for all of the award winners, nominees, the performance, the crew, and you. You were great, and I was great, sort of. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next year in Edmonton, Alberta.
Welcome to the 2023 JUNO nominee announcement presented by Ontario Creates. Here is your host, Angeline Tetteh-Wayoe.
Can you hear me? Okay, hello, I'm Angeline Tetteh-Wayoe, host of CBC Music's The Block. If you'd like to know when you can listen, I will tell you. You can listen weekdays at 7 p.m. on CBC Music and CBC Listen. I am so honored and excited to be hosting the 2023 JUNO Awards nominee announcement presented by Ontario Creates. We'd like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabeg, the Chippewa, and the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. It is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit, and the Williams Treaty, signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands. We are thrilled to be back here at CBC. This is the first time we've been able to do this announcement in person since 2020. Does it feel like that? CBC is, of course, the exclusive broadcast and content partner for the JUNOs, which will air live nationwide from Rogers Place across all CBC platforms on Monday, March 13th. And after nearly 2 decades, this show is set to make a rockin' return to the very place that I grew up, Edmonton, Alberta! Yes, I've never heard that much enthusiasm for Edmonton, like, ever. The 52nd annual celebration of Canada's incredible music scene will actually start on March 9th, and JUNO Week will see the return of some amazing events. Just to name a few, there's JUNO Fanfare, the JUNO Comedy Show presented by SiriusXM Canada, and of course, JUNO Cup, presented by CBC Sports. And let me tell you, you haven't seen a real hockey game until you see a bunch of hockey-loving musicians try to take on professional players. And we are all so excited for this. For the second year in a row, Canadian actor, writer, and international superstar Simu Liu will serve as host of the JUNO Awards. Is he here? Where are you? Where are you, Simu? From last year's I Am Canadian monologue to his show-stopping Jalebi Baby duet with Tesher, Simu brought such an incredible energy to the show, and as you know, he has more in store for Edmonton. And as he said in the press already, if you thought his cover of Complicated was good, just wait until you hear his Nickelback covers. I, for one, cannot wait for that. $1 per ticket from each event will go towards supporting MusiCounts. Now, if you were wondering if you could be a part of the show, the answer is absolutely yes. The media can apply for accreditation at junoawards.ca until February 7th, and I will have details on how you can get tickets to the actual event in just a bit. But for right now, I think we are all ready to get to the nominations. To announce the first group of talented musicians, it is my pleasure to welcome the president and CEO of CARAS, the JUNO Awards and MusiCounts, Mr. Alan Reeves.
Thanks very much, Angeline. Good morning, everybody. Bonjour, bienvenue. Merci d'être avec nous aujourd'hui. Thanks to CBC for hosting us here today in the legendary Studio 40. Thanks to all those who are here in person and also online this morning. I have to say, this is one of my favorite days of the year. First off, it's sunny for the first time in a long time. But this is an incredible day, even more so this year because the JUNOs are once again hitting the road. And without question, that is the best way to engage artists and music fans all across this country. And this year, we're very, very excited returning to Edmonton for the first time in 19 years to host the 2023 celebrations. So congratulations, Edmonton. All right, something about Edmonton over there. As Angeline just mentioned, our real-life Canadian superhero is back for a JUNO sequel, and we could not be more excited about that. There are so many sides to Simu Liu that I can't wait for everybody to see, and all the surprises he's going to have in store for Edmonton are going to be fantastic. Alberta's capital is also set to host JUNO Week, and like always, the incredible music and events planned over the course of several days, like my personal favorite, which is the JUNO Songwriter Circle. It's presented by SOCAN and Factor, in association with Music Publishers Canada, as well as JUNO Fest, which is presented by our friends at CBC Music. These are going to bring fans together and will give them unparalleled access to some of the most exciting names in Canadian music. And that will all lead up to the 2023 JUNO Awards, which will be broadcast live on CBC from Rogers Place on Monday. Yes, Monday, March the 13th. And we are so honored to be working with the incredible team at CBC as our exclusive broadcast and content partner. As is always the case, they've shown an unmatched commitment to supporting Canadian artists in all genres. So thank you to CBC, everyone here today. Thank you. And while, of course, we are going to be celebrating the best of music over the past year, we're also going to be celebrating some special award recipients as well. With a career that includes 37 JUNOs and 12 wins and album sales of more than 50 million worldwide, Alberta's own Nickelback will be inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. And their induction is going to be presented by our longtime premier sponsor, TD Bank Group. So congratulations to Nickelback. As well, Ron Sakamoto, one of the most prominent and philanthropic names in Canadian music, will receive the Walt Greeley Special Achievement Award. Ron grew up on a farm not far from Medicine Hat, and his early love of music led him to become one of the most successful promoters and managers in this country. And finally, MusiCounts is going to be honoring award-winning singer-songwriter and producer Kevin Drew from Broken Social Scene with the 2023 MusiCounts Inspired Mind Ambassador Award. And that's presented by the CST Foundation. For those of you who knew Kevin, he is an inspiring person. And he is being recognized for his integral role in helping expand MusiCounts' instrument grant program from exclusively schools to also community groups across the country. So congratulations to all three of our special award recipients this year. Now, we all know there's some challenges remaining out there for our artists, but our industry continues to demonstrate just how resilient, robust, and flat-out creative the Canadian music industry is. In fact, this year, we received the highest amount of submissions in our JUNO history. Yeah, absolutely, it's amazing. And thanks to TD for sponsoring the TD JUNO Submission Access Program for the second year in a row. We saw some incredible growth through this program this year, and that's going to contribute close to $60,000 into the hands of underrepresented independent artists all across Canada. We're so excited to announce today there are 13 nominees out of the program this year you're going to see today on this screen. So congratulations to all of them. All right. With that, it's now my honor to present to you the first group of nominees for the 2023 JUNO Awards.
The 2023 JUNO Award nominees are Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, presented by Destination Indigenous. Asanabi, Digging Roots, Indian City, Julian Taylor, Susan Glukark.
Single of the Year. Bite Me, Avril Lavigne. Flowers Need Rain, Preston Pablo and Banks and Ranks. When You're Gone, Shawn Mendes. She's All I Wanna Be, Tate McRae. Sacrifice, The Weeknd.
Reggae Recording of the Year. Amoy, Selena, Esco Levi, Cairo McLean, Kirk Diamond, Cairo McLean, and Finn.
International Album of the Year. Ed Sheeran, Harry Styles, Lil Nas X, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift.
Vocal Jazz Album of the Year. Katie George, Diana Panton, Laura Anglade and Sam Keir-Mayer, Nikki Yanofsky, The Ostara Project.
Recording Engineer of the Year. Derek Hoffman, George Sierra, Gus Van Gogh, Jason Dufour, Serban Genya.
Adult Contemporary Album of the Year. Francois Clark, Jan Arden, Mark Jordan and Amy Sky, Michael Bublé, Tyler Shaw.
Classical Composition of the Year. An overall augmented sense of well-being, Anthony Tan. Bestiary 1 and 2, Becca Sims. The Black Fish, Keon Emami. Prayers for Ruins, Nicole Lizet. Supervillain Etudes, Vincent Ho.
Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year. Adria Kane, Division, Dylan Sinclair, Jesse Reyes, Savannah Ray.
Album francophone de l'année. Ariane Roy, Daniel Bélanger, Hubert Lenoir, Les Louanges, Lisa Leblanc.
Instrumental Album of the Year. Canadian Brass, Esmerine, Hard Rubber Orchestra, Jean-Michel Blais, Stéphane Macchio.
That was our first group of nominees. We got 3 more to get to. So if you haven't heard the name or the name of the person that you want to get nominated, yes, on the way. 9-time JUNO winner Avril Lavigne is back big time. She's up for Single of the Year once again. She was nominated in 2008 and actually won the award back in 2003 for Complicated. Come on, this is trivia part of the show. In the category of Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year presented by Destination Indigenous, Susan Aglukart, who won the Humanitarian Award last year, is nominated again. She was the first ever Inuk artist to win a JUNO Award, and she already has 4 career wins. And Taylor Swift grabbed 2 noms in the International Album of the Year category. She has 7 previous nominations, but will this be the year that she wins her first JUNO to put beside all those Grammys? Ooh, we will find out at JUNO Week. Now, for those of you in the Edmonton area, or those of you who are willing to just travel a little bit for a really great time, tickets to Canada's biggest night in music are now on sale. Get all the details over at ticketmaster.ca/Junos and apply for media accreditation at JUNOAwards.ca. And trust me, they are easier to get than tickets to a T-Swift show. Promise. All right, it is now my pleasure to introduce the Executive Vice President of CBC. Please welcome Barb Williams.
Hi, and thanks, Angeline. There is such a good vibe in this room today. It feels so good. So thank you all for joining us here at the CBC today. You know, as you've just heard from Angelina and Alan, last year's JUNO Awards in Toronto were so inspiring that we're still talking about it. And there's nothing like live music to bring us all together. So we're so happy to be back in action in Edmonton. And we're thrilled, as everyone keeps saying, to welcome Simu back. It was so cool he was willing to come back and play again and recreate some of that magic that he did so brilliantly for us last year. So on Monday, March the 13th, audiences from right across Canada can tune into the JUNOs live from Edmonton in all time zones on the CBC platform of their choice, from TV and Gem to radio, CBC Listen, and fans around the world can join too at CBCMusic.ca. And in the lead up to the big show, we will celebrate Music Day on CBC with an incredible lineup of special programming. You know, it takes a dedicated team to bring this annual celebration of Canadian music to life. So a huge thank you to Julie, to Alan, and everyone at CARAS, our production partners at Insight, of course, and everyone at our own CBC for your collaboration and hard work. Like our partners at CARAS, we are champions of Canadian music every single day of the year. And at CBC, we strive to nurture and showcase Canadian artists across musical genres, connecting them with audiences who wouldn't normally have access to their music. And part of that commitment includes Toyota Searchlight, our platform to discover Canada's next breakthrough musical artist, like the remarkable Chad Price, who was last year's winner. And CBC's Canadian Music Class Challenge inspires that next generation of artists in partnership with our friends at MusiCounts. So from artists to fans, we know that everyone in Canada benefits from a music industry with more variety, more choice, and more opportunity. But enough from me, let's get back to the good stuff, the nominees. Here are the next round of nominees for the 52nd JUNO Awards.
The next round of JUNO Award nominees are Traditional Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, Chiquis, Eva and Angu, Joel Wood, Northern Cree, The Barehead Sisters.
Jack Richardson, Producer of the Year, presented by Audio Technica. Akil Henry, Banks and Ranks. Kate Renata, Mike Wise, Murda Beats.
Rock Album of the Year, Alexis on Fire, Billy Talent, Nickelback, The Sheepdogs, 3 Days Grace.
Contemporary Roots Album of the Year. Blackie and the Rodeo Kings, Fortunate Ones, Shakira Saida, The Brothers Landreth, The East Pointers.
Group of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada. Arcade Fire, Arkells, Billy Talent, Metric, The Reclaws.
Rap Single of the Year. Six Buzz and Pangs, Dom Valley, Freddie Dredd, Kate Renata and Anderson .Paak, Nav.
Alternative Album of the Year, Always, Luna Lee, Ombigize, Pup, Tanya Tagak.
Children's Album of the Year. Beppy, Jeremy and Jazzy, Splash and Boots, Walk Off the Earth and Romeo Eats, Young Maestro and Keisha Fresh.
Pop Album of the Year, Alessia Cara, Avril Lavigne, Carly Rae Jepsen, Tate McRae, The Weeknd.
Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble. Canada's National Arts Centre Orchestra, conducted by Alexander Shelley. Ensemble Caprice, Ensemble Vocal Arts Quebec, conducted by Matthias Mote, featuring Karina Govin. I Musici di Montréal, conducted by Jean-Marie Zetoune. Orchestra de la Gora, conducted by Nicholas Ellis, featuring Marina Thibault. The Elora Singers, conducted by Mark Vornin.
Artist of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada. Avril Lavigne, Lauren Spencer Smith, Michael Bublé, Shawn Mendes, The Weeknd.
Spencer Smith fans in the house. I heard y'all. Fun fact, it's actually the second year in a row that Maestro Fresh West has been nominated for Children's Album of the Year. I see you. For Splash and Boots. This is their 8th nomination in the category. They're vets, and they already have 2 wins under their blue and yellow belts. Hailing from Vancouver Island, Lauren Spencer Smith just picked up her 2nd career nomination. She was up for Adult Contemporary Album of the Year back in 2020, and this time around, she's up for Artist of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada. And Nickelback's nom for Rock Album of the Year presented by Amy, Alberta's Machine Intelligence Institute, represents their 38th career JUNO nomination. You know the Edmonton Junos in March are going to be huge, a huge homecoming for the Hannah, Alberta natives. And of course, they are also being inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. All right, it is now my honor to welcome a true champion of the Junos and Canadian music in general, the chair of CARAS, the JUNO Awards, and MusiCounts, Julie Adam.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an honor and a privilege to be with all of you in this amazing room to celebrate Canadian music. To all of the artists, the writers, producers, engineers, creators, and the entire industry who support them, thank you. You are the reason, you and your music are the reason that we're here today, right? Right? Without you, we are nothing. We are also nothing if we don't invest in the next generation, right? The youth, the next round of artists, the next round of industry professionals, and that's where the amazing MusiCounts comes in. I brought a friend I want to introduce you to. Alexander Zelensky is a MusiCounts scholarship recipient. Come on up, Alexander. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah. Alexander immigrated from Kazakhstan, a musician turned producer. How does it feel standing up here in front of all these JUNO nominees?
Well, ever since I moved to Canada, JUNOs became this dream, the target that I am chasing still. And to be here, first of all, it's extremely exciting being in this room. And, it's motivating and a sign that I've been doing something right all these years.
Yeah! Is he doing something right? Awesome. So MusiCounts puts instruments in schools. It does a whole lot more than that. Maybe you could tell everyone, what MusiCounts has done for you.
The MusiCounts open doors towards many aspects of music industry, both through meeting with fellow recipients of the scholarship, which are wonderful people, very creative and passionate musicians, as well as mentorship program with wise and experienced mentors who answered all of the questions we had, all of the questions we didn't have yet, and left us with guidance and advice. I'm very thankful to be a part of this program, and I deeply respect and admire all of the work that MusiCounts do. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Alexander. We look forward to hearing your name on the JUNO stage one day. I also want to do a big shout out and thank you to the incredible MusiCounts staff, the CARAS staff, and to our board of directors and our wonderful partners at CBC. Thank you for your hard work and nonstop dedication to Canadian music. You are truly amazing. And congrats to all of the nominees so far. Over to you, Alexander.
And now, I'm excited for us to find out the next group of nominees.
The next round of JUNO Award nominees are Songwriter of the Year, presented by SOCAN. Abel Tesfaye, Fauzia, Tate McRae, Tennille Towns, Toby.
Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year. Dan Bremnes, Daniel Ojo, Jordan St. Cyr, Love and the Outcome, Tehillah Worship.
Jazz Album of the Year, Solo. Ernesto Cervini, Lauren Falls, Louise Denise, Raphael Zaldivar, Rini Rosnes.
Classical Album of the Year Solo Artist. Bruce Liu, David Jalbert, Isabelle Barakdarian, James Ennis, Philip Chu.
Electronic Album of the Year. Mecca Maiko, Odonis, Rez, Rich O'Coin, Teen Days.
Breakthrough Group of the Year presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Banks and Ranks, Harm and Ease, Rare Americans, Tommy Lefroy, Wild Rivers.
Comedy Album of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada. Courtney Gilmore, Jackie Pirico, John Doerr, Matt Wright, Sabrina Douglas.
Rap Album EP of the Year. Boslin, Classified, Jazz Cartier, Nav, Toby.
Dance Recording of the Year. Bob Moses and Casablanca, Grimes, Loud Luxury, Rev, Rez.
Metal Hard Music Album of the Year. Cancer Bats, Get the Shot, Skull Fist, Voivod, Wake.
Underground Dance Single of the Year. Bensley, Blondish and Cameron Jack, Fred Everything, Greg Gow, Tiga.
TikTok Juno Fan Choice. Avril Lavigne, Lauren Spencer Smith, Mackenzie Porter, Preston Pablo, Rev, Shawn Mendes, Tate McRae, The Reclaws, The Weeknd, Tyler Shaw. To vote for the TikTok Juno Fan Choice Award, visit tiktokjunofanchoice.ca. The JUNO Awards submission, nomination, and voting process would not be possible without the help of PwC, trusted partner of the 2023 JUNO Awards.
Right. More nominees. Congratulations to our latest group of nominees, which includes Toby. He's up for Rap Album / EP of the Year. He now has 5 career nominations to go along with his win for Rap Recording of the Year in 2021. Toby was also named one of SOCAN's inaugural Black Canadian Music Awards alongside Dylan Sinclair, Naya Ali, Raheem, and Hannah, all amazing artists. Now, there's some funny business going on at the 2023 JUNO Awards. 4 of the 5 noms for Comedy Album of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada are first-time nominees. They include John Doerr, Courtney Gilmore, Jackie Pirico, and Sabrina Douglas, who, get this, still works full-time as a nurse. And yes, she says she got lots of material from her work. We also just learned who was up for the TikTok JUNO Fan Choice Award. Shawn Mendes took it home last year. Will it be a repeat? Well, that's all up to you. This is the only category where fans can vote. And here's some good news. You can vote as many times as you want for all your faves. Get all the details and vote over at tiktokjunofanchoice.ca. All right, just before we get to the next group of nominations, please welcome the president of MusiCounts, Christy Fletcher.
Thank you, Angeline, and good morning, and congratulations to everyone who has been nominated so far today. And thank you to the countless people behind the scenes who have worked really hard to make many dreams come true. I'm here today to recognize some of those people who have worked behind the scenes. I'm honored to announce the nominees for an award that acknowledges a group of people who work incredibly hard to support Canadian music, but perhaps they don't always get the credit they deserve. Of course, I'm talking about music teachers right across the country. That's right. After some difficult years, music class is back in a big way, but there are still many challenges left to tackle. A lack of funding, broken instruments, outdated materials. It's music teachers who face these issues every day, and it's also music teachers who consistently go above and beyond, despite these hurdles, to ensure kids across Canada benefit from the power of music. And who knows, maybe one day some of those kids will grow up and hear their names announced from this very stage. Every year we celebrate an exceptional music teacher with the MusiCounts Teacher of the Year Award presented by CST Foundation. This award recognizes a teacher who demonstrates extraordinary passion, innovation, commitment, and the resilience needed to navigate the uncertainty of these past few years. Let's take a look at the nominees.
MusiCounts Teacher of the Year presented by CST Foundation. Heidi Wood, Joanne Cardinal Schubert High School in Calgary, Alberta. Stephen Richardson, École Saint-Joseph School in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. Jewel Castleman, Lakewood School in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Kelly Stronach, Mitchell Woods Public School in Guelph, Ontario. Susan Evoy, St. Teresa's Elementary and Waterford Valley High School in St. John's, Newfoundland.
The winner of the MusiCounts Teacher of the Year Award will be announced live at the Junos, and that person will win a $10,000 cash prize, a donation to the music program at their school, and a Juno statuette. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Thank you, Christy. And just a reminder that the 2023 JUNO Awards will be broadcast and streamed live from Edmonton, Alberta on Monday, March 13th. You can get it on CBC TV, CBC Gem, CBC Radio One, CBC Music, CBC Listen, and anywhere in the world at CBCMusic.ca/Junos. All right, our next presenter is the President and CEO of Ontario Creates. Please welcome Karen Thorne-Stone.
Thank you, Angeline, and good morning, everyone. It is really such an incredible pleasure to be here with you to celebrate all of those artists who bring music into our lives with such a powerful impact every day. Ontario Creates is proud to be a longtime partner of CARAS and to be supporting this exciting announcement of our 2023 JUNO nominees. Our team at Ontario Creates is committed to growing Ontario's music industry through programs like our Ontario Music Investment Fund, and in doing our part to ensure that the industry is accessible, inclusive, and truly representative of the amazing diversity of talent that this province has to offer. We were thrilled to be the presenting partner of the opening night awards at the 2022 JUNOs here in Toronto, and we're passing the torch now to Edmonton, knowing that they will do a great job celebrating our talented musicians from Ontario and, of course, from across Canada, all of whom are bringing amazing music into our lives every day. And now with that, let's see our last batch of nominees.
And now, the final round of JUNO Award nominees. Country Album of the Year presented by Edmonton's Best Hotels. High Valley, Jade Eagleson, Orville Peck, Tennille Towns, The Reclaws.
Jazz Album of the Year, Group. Andrew Rathbun Quintet. Bad Bad Not Good. Karn Davidson 9. Florian Hoffner Trio. Mark Kelso and the Jazz Exiles.
Breakthrough Artist of the Year presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Dax, Devin Cole, Preston Pablo, Realist K, Rev.
Traditional Roots Album of the Year. Alison de Groot and Tatiana Hargraves. Les Vents du Nord. Mama's Broke. Ferris and Jason Romero. The McDades.
Classical Album of the Year, Small Ensemble. Andrew Balfour and Musica Intima. Arc Ensemble. Collectif Neuf. Eleanor Frey and Rosa Baraka, conducted by Claude Lepam. Suzy Leblanc, Marie Nadeau-Tremblay, Vincent Lausier, and Sylvain Bergeron.
Album Artwork of the Year. Emmy Story, Becca McFarlane and Pamela Littke. Ian Ilovsky and Maciek Sherbowski. Judd Haynes. Chiaville and Lawrence Fafard. Lights, Virgilio Zai and Matt Barnes.
Blues Album of the Year. Angelique Francis, Crystal Shawanda, Harrison Kennedy, Spencer McKenzie, The Harpoonist and the Axe Murderer.
Music Video of the Year, presented by YouTube. Fraud, Emma Higgins, Jesse Reyes. Unholy, Floria Sigismundi, Sam Smith featuring Kim Petras. Have Mercy, Karina Evans. Different Than Before, Mayumi Yoshida, Amanda Sun. Remember Me for Me, Sterling LaRose, Sunreal, and Lily Moore.
Global Music Album of the Year. Halia Benali, Constantinople, Kia Tabassian. Lenka Lichtenberg, Pierre Quenders, Ruby Singh, Wesley.
Adult Alternative Album of the Year, presented by Long & McQuaid Musical Instruments. Ultimida, Basha Bulat, Dan Mangan, The Sadies, The Weather Station.
Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year. Daniel Caesar featuring Bad Bad Not Good. John Vinyl, Safe. Savannah Ray featuring Dylan Sinclair. The Honest Guy.
Album of the Year, presented by Music Canada. Who Hurt You? Ali Gotti. Love Sucks, Avril Lavigne. Demons Protected by Angels, Nav. I Used to Think I Could Fly, Tate McRae. Dawn FM, The Weeknd.
Congratulations to the 2023 JUNO Award nominees. For a complete list of nominees, visit junoawards.ca.
Congratulations to all the 2023 JUNO Award nominees. Canada's biggest night in music is all about celebrating you and all the amazing talent that this country has to offer. From pop to country, rap to classical, Canadian artists are dominating the world. Now we're only a few short weeks away from the big night, so rest up, because it's going to be a great show. I'll see you in Edmonton.
Thank you, Simu. There you have it, everybody. Congratulations to 2023 JUNO Award nominees. Now, just before we wrap up today, a couple of quick points. This year, we have 81 first-time nominees representing 35 different genres and categories. And that's especially exciting for everyone here at the Junos because we like to be a leader in discovery and application of emerging artists. And we're very proud also to honor and celebrate Canada's brightest talents. And we cannot wait to see you all in Edmonton in just 6 weeks. Now, before we have a look at some of the performers on the show, I want to take a moment to thank our partners who make all of this happen. And that includes the financial support of our funding partners. And they are Factor, the Government of Canada, Canada's private radio broadcasters, the Province of Alberta, the City of Edmonton, and our good friends at Explore Edmonton who are here with us today, and the Radio Star Maker Fund. I'd also like to thank TD Bank Group, our premier sponsor who believes in the power of music to bring us all together. And our lead sponsors, first off, SiriusXM Canada, a longtime partner of both the Junos and MusiCounts, who is focused on elevating Canadian artists through their large North American platform and the incredible investment they make in supporting Canadian talent. Also, TikTok, who is returning as our sponsor of our only fan-voted category. Remember, you can vote for or if your favorite TikTok your Juno Fan Choice nominee every day on TikTok, junofanchoice.ca. Edmonton's Best Hotels, a new partner for us, and we encourage everyone to book your stay for 2023 Juno Week through Edmonton's Best Hotels. Thank you as well to Ontario Creates for being the presenting sponsor of this event today and for your ongoing support and dedication to CARAS on Ontario's creative economy. And finally, thanks to the entire Edmonton Host Committee. They've been working for 6 years to bring the Junos back to Edmonton, and we cannot wait to come and celebrate with you. And one final thank you to the incredible staff at CARAS and MusiCounts. We work all year to make these moments happen for these artists. So everybody at CARAS, we have an amazing team. So guys, thank you for all you do. All right, you've probably heard a few of the announcements, but let's have a look at the performers. Every year, our good friends at Insight Productions produce an amazing show, and we're always blown away by the innovative and dynamic performances that happen on the broadcast. And this year will be no exception. And get ready for some pyro. Let's have a look. Have a great Junos, everybody.
Performing at the 2023 JUNO Awards, Alexis on Fire, AP Dillon, Asanabi, Banks and Ranks, Preston Pablo and Rev, Jesse Reyes, Nickelback, Tate McRae, Tennille Towns, hosted by Simu Liu.
Yes! More great performers! The lineup is already fire! Let's give it up for Jesse Reyes, Asanabi, and Alexis on Fire, the most recent additions to the performer lineup. More announcements to come. Keep your eyes on the JUNO Awards socials, junoawards.ca for all the details. Simu Liu is once again hosting this year's JUNO Awards. And you can see it all go down on CBC, CBC Gem, CBC Radio, and online at CBCMusic.ca/Junos. And remember, public tickets are available now at Ticketmaster.ca/Junos. Congratulations once again to all of this year's nominees. There are 651 amazing and talented artists who are nominated across all categories this year. 23 artists with multiple nominations, and leading the way is The Weeknd with 6. Avril Lavigne and Tate McRae are right behind him with an amazing 5 noms each. Some nominations are based in whole or in part on record sales and streaming information compiled by Luminate, official data provider of the 2023 JUNO Awards. I'm Angeline Tetteh-Wayoe. Thanks for being here today. We will see you all during JUNO Week and on Monday, March 13th for what will be yet another massive celebration of Canadian music.